Welcome to a special edition of Sunday Night Basketball here on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Kelly Oubre.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of. Here are the five for Philadelphia.
They've got Joel Embiid, Paul George out there with Kelly Oubre. Then it's Maxey, and it's McCain in at the shooting guard position. And for Orlando, Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. Then it's Suggs, then it's Wendell Carter, and it's Black in at the 2. This can be a time of the season when it's hard for players to keep their focus, Grant.
Oh, man, B.A., the buzz of a new season is behind you. The playoffs are a long way off. This is when a coach earns his keep, making sure his guys stay energized and focused.
Now here's Suggs. Banchero with a screen on Maxey. Pass to Banchero. Now here's Wagner. Shot clock at 6. No good on the 3. Oubre against Suggs. To the paint. Here's Embiid. And Embiid with the slam.
Woo! That was big time. I mean, a dunk contest finish from Embiid. This guy can fly.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And Suggs has got the ball here for the Magic. Defeated by Milwaukee in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, they found some decent looks, but the shots just weren't falling. Sometimes it goes like that.
Seems like they did all they could, and sometimes it still doesn't go your way.
Now here's Maxey. Nice D from Wagner.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
You love the show of force from Carter Jr. He's not messing around when he gets the ball down there.
Now Philadelphia with it. It's a three-point game. They're fresh off a win against the Pelicans.
It was an all-out effort on defense. I mean, they stepped up for one another and helped each other out so well on this end.
And nothing feels better than a win where team defense is the main factor.
Here's Suggs. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee.
Yeah, and his facilitating was also extremely impressive. He was outsmarting the defense and easily connecting with ready shooters.
Now here's Carter. And another 3 for Orlando.
Well, a sharp start for them. 3 of 4 from the field.
The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Oubre. It's rebounded by Wagner.
Yeah, there's really no excuse for missing that one. That's just a blown opportunity.
Pass to Banchero. 4-3, and another 3 for Orlando.
And Banchero has some range already. I mean, I want to see him continue to drain these shots.
Banchero's gone 2 for 2 from distance tonight. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Earlier, I spoke with Orlando's head coach. The biggest focus on their defensive end, the big man, Joel Embiid. Coach telling me that they've talked a lot about how to defend Embiid. They have a great film session on it, but at the end of the day, he said Joel is a monster down low, so there's only so much you can do. It'll be fun watching the process do his thing tonight. Guys?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. That free throw misses. And Grant, I know you played a part in Embiid's decision to join Team USA.
Yeah, B.A., I spent a lot of time talking to Joel Embiid and convincing him to play for us in the U.S. men's national team.
And he sinks the second. Well, this was a big summer for the 76ers, Grant, trying to capitalize on their championship window with superstar Joel Embiid.
You're spot on, B.A. Acquiring the talent that might allow him to save himself for the home stretch. Of course, last year's playoffs, he battled heroically, but ideally, they'd like him much closer to 100% come the postseason.
76ers trail by 5. Here's Maxey. Rebounded by Suggs. And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for Orlando. Banchero passes to Carter. Banchero outside. Shoots over Maxey. And Banchero with a bucket on the assist by Wagner. Banchero's got 8.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
And Philadelphia has possession. And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. And now with a break in the action, here's a look at some of the best passing big men in the league this season. 5th best, Paolo Banchero.
And I love how these guys are some of the most complete front court players in the NBA. They're not just score and rebound bigs, they can also beat you with their passing as well.
Well, that's really what the new age big man has turned into. They're not just bruisers anymore.
Now here's George. He's coming off a 13-point game against New Orleans. Pass to Maxey. Now Embiid. He's checked by Carter. George for 3. It's hauled in by the Magic.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Black passes to Banchero. Here's Black. Now here's Wagner. He's covered by Oubre. Oubre against Wagner. Good work defensively by Oubre. 76ers trail by 7. Here's McCain. He played a great game against New Orleans. George outside. Screen by Embiid. 5 on the clock. George, no good. Here's Orlando. They're on a 13-4 run. Black passes to Suggs. Banchero outside. Lets it go from deep. And McCain pulls it down.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
Wagner with it. Oubre picks him up. Pass to Suggs. Here's Banchero. Wagner outside. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Kelly Oubre picks one up.
Well, right there, Wagner uses the pump fake to ensure that contact he's looking for.
And he knocks down the first one. And the only question for the Magic, figuring out who will initiate the offense stand.
Yeah, Brian, they have great players who can finish plays, but the issue they ran into last playoffs was finding someone to set them up. That's something you know they need to address.
Good on both. Coach, the ceiling seems very high for Franz Wagner. He's shown improvement year after year.
He has, Brian, and he's already so polished offensively. He's got great footwork, great touch, and at his age, I think it's the patience he plays with that really stands out.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Suggs against Oubre. Now here's Suggs. He's closely guarded. The kick out to Banchero. How about Paolo Banchero, Coach? What a special talent. The first overall pick back in 2022, and then the Rookie of the Year.
Well, Brian, he's not just a scorer. He's a 6'10" playmaker, and getting that out of someone who plays on the front line and can also play as a small ball 5, Banchero's versatility makes him very valuable.
The first free throw is good. Coach, what's the challenge of NBA travel like?
Well, look, all of us in the NBA just have to come clean on this. We travel on first-class charters. We're taken care of as well as you can possibly be taken care of. It's just that there's a lot of travel in an NBA season, and if you're on the coast, you probably feel it a little bit more even than the teams in the middle of the country.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. '76ers trail by 11. Here's McCain. No points so far. The three, George. That one's off. He's 0 for 3 now.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Pass to Suggs. It's stolen by Maxey. And now the Sixers on the break. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to go on Jalen Suggs.
And what a slash by Maxey. I mean, so good at forcing the defense's hand.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
The 3 from Banchero. Can't get it to go. 3 for 5 shooting so far. Pass to McCain, to the middle. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Orlando leading by 7. Wagner outside. Up top, Banchero. Kicks it out to Wagner. Fires the 3. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
Defensively, their effort hasn't been great early on.
'76ers trail by 10. Outside Maxey. George outside. Sinks it from distance.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
When you have an MVP talent in his prime, the focus has to be on winning the title. The Sixers' Joel Embiid said, quote, "The only thing I care about is winning. That takes a lot, and everybody has to contribute. I'm always going to believe in myself. I love the guys that we have. We are going to go and fight every single night."
Great perspective there. Thanks, Allie. Magic leading by 7. Here's Black. Paul George pulls down the board. Philadelphia has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. From 6 feet away, and he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. George has got 5.
Yeah, muscling his way for the bucket. George doing what he does best.
For Orlando, they've gone 6 of 13 so far in this one. Banchero outside. Carter, a screen on George. Here's Banchero. And he can't get that one. And George with some nice D. Drops in the layup for 2. And now just a 3-point Magic lead.
This team trusts Maxey to make good decisions with the ball.
And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for Orlando. Their last encounter in Philadelphia, where they were able to handle the Sixers.
And they got into a consistent offensive flow, largely because the defense they were facing was poor.
Yeah, but even against weak defense, your execution still matters. Luckily, they were able to take advantage.
Clock is at 3. It's stolen by Oubre. Here we go. The Sixers on the break. McCain's shot is off.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough working the mid-range area.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Maxey passes to Oubre. Back to Maxey. Takes it inside. And Carter with the block.
Well, staying connected on defense. Carter Jr. with the denial.
Here's Wagner. Pass to Black. Jacks up a 3. Philadelphia grabs the miss. George outside. For 3, Maxey. It's rebounded by Banchero.
All right, I'm just going to say it. He's 0 for the game. Might be time to stop shooting the ball.
Inside. George with a steal. Here's McCain. Guarded by Banchero. Oubre. The Sixers again can't hit.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
And Wagner gets it to go.
Yeah, Wagner uses his size to muscle through that smothering interior defense.
'76ers trail by 7. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Down low. Oh, deflected. Going all the way to the rack. Here's Black. Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Yeah, just hasn't been able to find his rhythm offensively, and that's having a ripple effect.
Up top, Banchero. Pass to Carter. And it's blocked by Embiid.
You have to be aware of Embiid at all times. He's an outstanding shot blocker.
And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Let's see if that block can amp up this team. I mean, they're looking for anything to get themselves going.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Grant, you look at the development path of Franz Wagner. Not surprising he had an easier transition to the NBA.
Well, think about this, B.A. I mean, he played against men very early in Germany, splitting time in Euroball, and at Michigan let him really develop in multiple ways. So he's seen it all and is still so young.
A big group substitution here for Orlando. Wagner's checked in for Carter. Isaac comes in for Wagner. Harris is checked in for Black. And Cole Anthony subbed in for Suggs. We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter. 5 to shoot. Harris passes to Anthony. Over Butler. Orlando again missing.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
Here's Grimes. Gets the 3 to fall.
Well, we know Reggie Jackson can get his own shot, but it's always great to see him get others involved.
And here are the Magic now. 6-point lead. Anthony, the pass to Harris. And here's Banchero. Embiid brings a double team. Isaac for 3. Drills it from deep.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
76ers trail by 9. Now Butler.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
Shoot 2.
That's good from Butler. And that's good as he hits both shots. 26 seconds left in the first quarter. And here's Banchero. He had a 30-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee.
And he also contributed a couple blocks, too. Just a glimpse at the impact he had on defense.
Now here's Banchero. They lead by 7. 4 on the clock. Three-pointer. The shot misses. Paolo Banchero getting it done for Orlando. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what do you think about the Magic here in this one?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
Now here's Butler. So on the floor for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter. Jackson out there with Butler. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Grimes in at the small forward position. Jackson on the wing. Hounded by Harris. Shot clock at 5. Embiid misses. Orlando leading by 7. Harris with the drive. The hallmark of this Orlando team, their defense, which led them to the playoffs last year, Coach.
Well, Brian, they were second in defensive rating. They've got great size. They're young and active. This is a great defensive team. And what's scary for the rest of the East, this team is still on the way up.
And the first one at the line is good. Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
Well, you know what you're getting with Gary Harris. He can shoot the ball, and he doesn't make many mistakes at either end.
Embiid, a screen on Anthony to the inside. Oh, Embiid with the flush.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Orlando leading. Anthony feeling it out a bit. Banchero left side. Isaac outside. Oh, stolen by Embiid. And now the Sixers on the break. And there's Jackson on the assist from Butler.
With quickness and speed, Jackson remains a valuable fast break option for this team.
Magic leading by 5. Anthony with it. He had 9 points in his last time out. Pass to Isaac. It's stolen away. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball. Let's see the stat sheet here for Tyrese Maxey.
And he's gone cold over the last 10 games, guys. His scoring numbers are down, and he can't seem to get out of this rough patch. He's got to get himself going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. These teams have been lighting it up so far. The NBA's top scoring teams. In third, Philadelphia.
They've been having a great season on the offensive end of the floor. It never takes this team long to put big points up on the board.
Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Here's Grimes, guarded by Banchero. Embiid, a screen on Banchero. Clock at 6. Outside for Butler. Over Anthony. And the shot no good, a bit short.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Pass to Banchero. Out to Anthony. Takes the 3. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight. 76ers trail by 5. Here's Grimes. He's averaging about 6 points per game. Butler with the ball. And Anthony picks him up defensively.
Yeah, this is something we might see Banchero work on. Improving his ability to knock away shots.
Gabaselli. Philadelphia with another miss.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Isaac's got his second basket on the night.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
And so it's Butler who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Jackson with a screen on Anthony.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Philadelphia shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Butler. He's perfect from the line this time. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Butler against Anthony. Inside. Boom! Banchero!
And I think we're going to see a lot of nights like this from Banchero. He is built to score and never seems to take a play off.
Now Butler. 8 points in his last time out. Jackson outside. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Screen by Embiid. Grimes, the pass to Embiid. Embiid just too tall inside.
And there's the process at work. Embiid rolls off the pick and right into scoring position.
Orlando leading by 5. Anthony outside. Up top, Banchero. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. All right, Stan, as you look around the league, who stands out as the best perimeter defender right now?
There's so many good ones. OG Anunoby might be the most versatile. Drew Holiday, Derek White, KCP. Don't forget about guys like Aaron Gordon and Herb Jones, also outstanding.
The free throw drops for Banchero.
And the playmaking skills Banchero has already are outstanding. Just such a unique young player.
Orlando making some changes. Wendell Carter comes in for Wagner. And it's Jalen Suggs in for Harris. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
Well, you know, he's already an all-star level talent. Banchero's upside and his versatility, you've got to be excited about his future.
Now here's George. He's got 7.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Magic leading by 4. Suggs, the pass to Anthony. Here's Banchero. George defending. Banchero in the post. The rebound by Yabusele. The 76ers have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Jackson can't get it to go. The Magic have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Suggs, the pass to Isaac. Back to Suggs. Isaac outside. To the wing on the left. Just 5 to shoot. George over to help. For 3, Anthony. Philadelphia grabs the miss. George has got 4 rebounds now. Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players can learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Paolo Banchero grew up in Seattle playing pros every summer, and that gave him a huge leg up in the NBA. He said, quote, "They'd always tell me it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be focused and locked in." That's what led to me having that demeanor. Brian?
The 2023 Rookie of the Year, Allie. He hit the ground running. Orlando leading by 4. And here's Suggs. No points yet. Coach, you look at someone like Jalen Suggs. Man, has he improved his shot.
Yeah, Brian, I think you've always loved the effort that he brings at the defensive end of the floor. But now he's a much more efficient shooter, much more decisive, and really understands his role.
And he drops the first.
Well, one thing you like about Jalen Suggs is this guy's a hard worker. You see that on the court, and you see it off in the way he's continued to work on his game.
Franz Wagner checked in for Orlando. Black comes in for Anthony. Oubre, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Tyrese Maxey comes in for Jackson. 76ers trail by 6. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Outside Maxey. Pass to Oubre. Goes up at the elbow. No good, off the front rim. Magic leading by 6. And Carroll with it. Guarded now by George. Wagner against Maxey. Back to Banchero. The take from Banchero. Here's Black. Drops in the 3. Black's got 7 points in the game.
And you can run offense through Banchero time and time again. I mean, he is a special talent.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Pass to Embiid. It's tipped. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Suggs. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to go on Paul George.
Suggs just staying active and goes to the line now.
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe. That free throw, no good. And, Coach, you've been lauded by some of your former players for your pregame preparation. I've seen it myself in the broadcasting world.
Well, I've also been cursed by some of those players for my pregame walkthroughs, Brian. People thought they were way too long, but I just wanted to be as prepared as possible and was one that always believed I'd rather do too much than too little.
Second free throw, no good.
And what I like about Suggs is that he does many things well, and that's because he plays with so much confidence.
A nice shot by McCain.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Magic leading by 6. Now here's Suggs, a reliable offensive contributor, putting up almost 14 a game. George over to help. 6 to shoot. Wagner finds Suggs. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Suggs has got 5 points in the quarter.
Suggs knocking it down, clapping right back from deep.
76ers trail by 9. Maxey with it. He had 9 points in his last time out. Here he goes. All right, a chance to check out the Orlando Magic's upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll take on Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Friday, they'll take on Kristaps Porzingis and the Boston Celtics.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
First one falls for him.
You really can't understate the energy Maxey brings to his game. Not just effort level, but his attitude and how that spreads to his guys out there.
Orlando making a switch here. Isaac's checked in. Both free throws good from Maxey.
This is how you stay in the game. They're doing a beautiful job from the line. 100% this quarter.
Suggs, the pass to Isaac. Here's Wagner. Isaac with a screen on Oubre. Back to Isaac. Oh, George with a steal. Maxey attacking. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard.
A nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Here's Black on the take. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. Black's got 9.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
76ers trail by 9. Here's Maxey, an effective score for them, scoring around 21.5 points a game. Philadelphia with another miss. Suggs surveys the D. Pass to Wagner. Here's Black. 9 points in the game. Now here's Isaac. Over George. He hits the back iron and sinks it. And it's an 11-point Orlando lead.
And showing he's not all brute strength. I mean, great touch and control by Isaac knocking down the jumper. I mean, he can shoot too, folks.
Here's McCain. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. George, no good.
Yeah, he's just not himself right now. He's getting decent opportunities like this one, but just failing to convert.
Suggs, no good. 76ers trail by 11. Trying to find a spark.
Oh! Wow!
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. Suggs outside. Pass to Black. Takes a 3. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
And after not making any threes in the first half, he now has 2 here in the second half. Let's see if he continue to add to that.
Philadelphia has gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second. To the middle. Yabusele. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And he brings this game a little closer using the huge one-hand slam.
That's a great way to get your team back into it. Magic leading by 10. Now Suggs. He's got 5. Carter, a screen on Maxey. Maxey against Suggs. Outside Carter. Here's the 3. Philadelphia grabs the miss.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
With the 10-footer, it's deflected.
Well, that's impressive defense by Wagner. He gets himself into great position.
Black passes to Wagner. Rejected by George. They recover it. Wagner outside from downtown. The rebound by Yabusele.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
Here's Oubre. It doesn't go for him. Oh, nice D from Carter. Suggs outside. Outside Carter from the high post. They get it back. Another shot. Blocked. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
You're not going to find many better two-way players than George. He gets after it at both ends every night.
Orlando making some changes. Wagner's checked in for Isaac, and Anthony subbed in for Suggs. Here's McCain. Outside Maxey. George a screen on Anthony. Maxey with it. Wagner picks him up. George gets a very good look and converts. George has got 10 points.
Gets the ball and takes the shot. It's that easy for Paul George.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Wagner outside. Pass to Black. Back to Wagner. Shoots over Oubre. Another miss by Wagner.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's the Magic. They lead by 5. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
I'm here with Nick Nurse, and Coach, I saw you imploring your team to pick it up. Where do you need to be better in the second half?
Well, we're not very good offensively right now. I think we're taking some okay shots, but we got to be a little bit more patient and keep moving it around a little bit. Need multiple paint touches rather than just one. So we just got to do a little bit better job of getting off it and relocating a little bit.
Patience is a virtue. Thank you, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Welcome, everyone, as we dig into the details, things working out so far for the Orlando Magic.
They've had the hot hand from deep, so I'm giving these guys the green light. Keep riding the perimeter game until they take it away.
They sure made it look easy at times. What a half. And next up, here's a look at some of the contenders for the fan-favorite three-point contest.
One thing about this contest, it's very hard to win. Everyone's a great shooter. It comes down to who's hot and it was clutch.
And most of these guys have shown they can do both of those things here in the regular season. Glad you could join us. Brian Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Paolo Banchero with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
'76ers trail by 5. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. Then it's Franz Wagner. Then there's Jalen Suggs. And it's Black in at the 2. That's who's out there for Orlando.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Magic shooting around 41%. Wagner outside. Oubre with a steal. Pass to McCain. Outside Maxey. Embiid with it. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got 7 rebounds in the game. Suggs, the pass to Black. Wagner against Maxey. Pass to Black. Down low. Just 5 on the clock. They've got numbers. George has the open look. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. George has got 14 points for the game.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Orlando leading. Here's Black. Back to Suggs. Banchero right side. George with the block.
Yeah, rejecting the try there. George firing up his guys.
A nice shot by McCain. McCain's gotten his second bucket.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
Here's Suggs. He's got 5. Banchero outside. Pass to Wagner. Here's Black. Buries it from 3. 15 points in the game.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Outside Maxey. Here's McCain. And he drops it in from the low post. McCain's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
You know, they've hit the ground running to begin this second half. 4 for 5 so far.
And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. Pass to Banchero from the arc. Rebound by Philadelphia. George has got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Oubre. George outside. Screen by Embiid. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Well, defensively, they've just looked lost in this second half. They need to turn up their intensity and get back to the way they were defending in the first half.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He wants to review the game plan. And as the leaderboard shows, these teams have really dominated the offensive glass so far this year. In third, the 76ers.
You've got to respect the work ethic of these guys on the offensive glass. They don't give up on possessions and hit the boards with aggression.
Orlando with the ball, trailing by 4. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Here's Wagner. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Well, throwing his weight around down low. Wagner getting to the line.
And this will be his 3rd and 4th free throws of the game here. He misses the free throw. He hits the 2nd from the line. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Screen by Embiid. Here's McCain. Count the basket and the foul. That one on Banchero.
And after a sketchy first half, they're now looking much more comfortable on the offensive end.
And the free throw, no good. Magic trail by 5. Here's Black. Good work defensively by Oubre.
Not a great start to this second half, just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
Oubre, a screen on Wagner. Here's McCain. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That's on Franz Wagner. He's off on the first. Good on the second one. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Here's Black. 15 points in the game. Outside Carter. Here's Black. Embiid covers. 6 on the shot clock. From distance, Paolo.
His ability to shoot off the catch is a big plus. Banchero has quick reactions, a really versatile scorer.
Here's McCain. 11 points in the game. George, no good.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Maxey. And so here is Orlando. It's a 3-point game. Black, no good. The 76ers have gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break.
And just a very well-built guard. You know, Maxey is so hard to slow down around the rim.
He's had 4 chances at the line. He's made them all. That free throw's good from Maxey. Both free throws good from Maxey.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Wagner outside. Up top, Banchero. Pass to Carter. Wagner with it. He's covered by Oubre. Wagner, the pass to Banchero. No good on the triple.
Impressive closeout on a skilled shooter. That is how you defend shots from downtown.
Oubre finds Maxey. It's George on the wing. Maxey surveys. Embiid a screen on Suggs. Maxey passes to Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk. And he's now got the double-double.
Yeah, Embiid can throw it down from anywhere. So much power for the big fella.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Anthony's checked in for Orlando. Magic trail by 7. Rebound by Philadelphia. George has got his 6th rebound on the night.
The physicality of George. His coaches and teammates encourage him to attack and draw contact.
All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
Now here's Banchero. 16 points for him, and Wagner gets it to go.
Well, that's a good sign for Wagner. He's working to become a more consistent shooter from outside.
The Sixers lead by 6. Outside Maxey. Pass to McCain. Back to Maxey. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Maxey's gotten 4 this quarter.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
The Magic have gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9. Wagner, the pass to Banchero. To the paint. Here's Carter. And the layup is good. Carter's got 7 points.
This is what makes Banchero a difficult cover. His ability to pass it well and screen the rolls.
Philadelphia's gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. And here is Maxey. Give him 8 points now. It's George on the drive. And the jam by George.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
So it's Orlando now, following the score by Philadelphia. Anthony right side to the inside. Banchero uses his size down there.
Well, when he gets it going and the shot is falling, Paolo Banchero can dominate on the offensive end.
And so it's George with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They set the pick. The 3. Orlando with the rebound. Wagner left side. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Well, on those plays, Wagner knows there will be some sort of contact. He does not back down.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in this game. Free throw good, Wagner.
Well, you know, at 6'10", Wagner brings a lot of versatility to the court with his scoring, passing, and ability to defend multiple positions.
And both free throws good for Wagner.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
George, a screen on Anthony. Here's McCain. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That one on Banchero. And he makes the first. And so he hits both. Now here's Anthony. Still without a bucket. Up top, Banchero. And it's rejected. Here we go. The Sixers on the break. Pass to Maxey. From behind the arc. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
Well, this is certainly not the game he was hoping for offensively, but they've been able to find points as a team even without his contributions.
Down low. Here's Suggs. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Well, look, you can't sleep on Suggs' athleticism because the second you do, he explodes to the rim.
The Sixers lead by 4. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
He recognized his players were fatigued and needed time to catch their breath.
Wagner's checked in for Orlando. Isaac comes in for Paolo Banchero. Andre Drummond is checked in for the Sixers. Jackson comes in for Paul George. And here are the Sixers now. They lead by 4. The kick out to Maxey. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Maxey's got 11 points.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
Orlando has gotten 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. Wagner outside. Wagner with a screen on Jackson. Wagner, the pass to Wagner. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Well, the playmaking ability of Wagner is special. He can cut apart defenses with his passing skills.
The Sixers lead by 5. Here's McCain. 13 points in the game. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
For Orlando, they've gotten 7 of 14 attempts to fall in the half. Suggs finds Wagner. Isaac with a screen on Jackson. Out to Anthony. Shot clock at 6. Isaac outside. Shoots over Jackson. And that one off the back of the rim and in. He's got 9.
Yeah, it's really nice to see Isaac opening up his offense like this, taking a confident jump shot.
Suggs against Maxey. Here's Drummond. Drummond. Orlando with the rebound.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, with the agility and the skill, Franz Wagner is hard to defend without fouling.
He's had 6 attempts at the line. He's made 5 of them. First free throw is good. Grimes, he's checked in for the Sixers. So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses. Fast break, Philadelphia. Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the 3 ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
And Reggie Jackson's had quite a ride in the NBA. You coached him, Stan, from the KD Rush Thunder to the Jokic Nuggets and everywhere in between.
Yeah, I had him in Detroit, Brian, where he really had his best years. I was so happy to see him get a ring with Denver in 23. He really works at the game.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And it's in there.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half, getting away from taking a bunch of threes.
1:19 left in the third quarter of the game. Suggs against Maxey. Here's Yabusele, 6 to shoot. Here's Grimes. It's hauled in by Isaac. Magic trail by 4. Suggs outside. Pass to Isaac. And here's Anthony. Isaac with a screen on Jackson. And Anthony, here we go. Wagner for 3. The rebound by Yabusele. Philadelphia leading by 4. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Well, I had a chance to coach Reggie Jackson in Detroit. He's very good at running an offense, and he brings toughness to this team as well.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That one falls for Jackson. And the Magic making a change here. Harris is checked in. He's off on the second. Magic trail by 5. Pass to Anthony. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Reggie Jackson.
Well, Anthony is a creative scorer and knows how to get the defense off balance.
First trip to the line for him here. And Anthony drops them both. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Pass to Drummond. Here's Yabusele. Here's Jackson. No good. Would have counted had it gone. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Sixers ahead, up by 3. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Magic trail by 3. Taking a look at the 76ers. Butler out there with Jackson. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Yabusele in at the 4-man spot. Now here's Banchero. Isaac, the pass to Anthony. The rebound by Yabusele. And for the 76ers, they're shooting about 43% in this one. Pass to Grimes. And here's Embiid. Isaac covering. Fader on the way. Embiid misses. Orlando shooting the ball at 43% from the field. Isaac outside. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
Philadelphia leading by 3. Outside Butler. Jackson the screen. Butler passes to Grimes. Driving to the basket. Unable to get that one. Great D that time from Banchero.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Yeah, how about the ferocity from Banchero? Not messing around on the drive.
Now here's Butler. Here's Yabusele. Jackson outside. Clock at 6. Here's Grimes, guarded by Banchero, and they get it back.
No real surprise there. Banchero's blocks are something we're getting used to seeing.
Orlando trailing here. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Harris passes to Isaac. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. The 76ers have gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Pass to Grimes. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 3 assists in the game.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Harris outside. Embiid brings a double team. Isaac with it. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Butler.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Butler double team. Yabusele. And a miss there on the triple. Magic trail by 4. It's Banchero with the drive. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
On the drive, Banchero can be pretty forceful, and he'll need that here in the league.
The free throw drops for Banchero. Suggs is checked in for Harris. And Philadelphia making a change here. And Banchero drops them both. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's McCain. He's guarded by Anthony. And it's blocked by Isaac.
We talk about Isaac's reach often, and they're using it to send the shot back.
Anthony against Jackson. Anthony, the pass to Banchero. Anthony with a screen on Butler. Back to Anthony. Pass to Banchero. To tie it up. And so it looks like it'll be Orlando's ball still. The three from Suggs. Hits the trifecta. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Here's McCain. Jackson with a screen on Anthony. Here's McCain. He's got it. 6 of 10 now.
Yeah, after a slow start to the game, he's been productive and efficient here in the second half.
Anthony finds Banchero. Goes up from the top of the key. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Banchero's got 6 here in the quarter. The Sixers trailing. Here's McCain. Here's the floater. Jackson for 3. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Suggs. Back to Banchero. Here's Wagner. 4 on the clock. And no good. Excellent D there from Embiid. Butler on the wing. He's covered by Suggs. To the middle. Yabusele booked that. And the 76ers lead by 1. Oh, couldn't have asked for a more hotly contested game.
These teams have swapped the lead 8 times. I believe it's coming down to the wire.
Now here's Anthony. Banchero outside. Into the... It's Banchero just showing off now.
I mean, you talk about it factor, Banchero's got it, man. What a move.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And also, attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
Here's McCain. And it's Harris with the rebound.
And you know they were praying for that one to go down.
Yeah, they really wanted that bucket to go. You can't get discouraged, though.
And it's Butler with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Here's Embiid. And that one's in. Nice feed on the play.
I love the confidence Embiid plays with, especially this close to the rim.
And so here is Orlando. Suggs with it. Banchero outside. Pass to Isaac. There's the triple. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
76ers trail by 3. Now Butler. Jackson outside. Now here's Embiid. Nice D from Wagner. Orlando has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the 4th. Banchero drives. Love that Banchero attacking.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this quarter.
Philadelphia has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Embiid, a screen on Harris. Going inside. A nice shot by McCain. McCain's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
Here's Suggs. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Banchero outside. Kicks it out to Isaac. Harris on the wing. And another three for Orlando.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
And here's Butler. Here's Yabusele. With a 9-footer. Good. And Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 4 assists now tonight.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Throws it up high. Embiid, the catch and the flush.
Leaping up to hammer down the alley-oop. Embiid's impressive court awareness on full display there.
For Orlando, they've gone 7 of 14 here in the fourth from the floor. Banchero with a screen on Butler. Out to the right wing. Lets it fly. And Banchero with the bucket. And the assist from Suggs. Suggs has got 3 assists tonight. 76ers trail by 4. Embiid, high post. Here's Yabusele. Jackson outside. Orlando with a rebound. Isaac's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Banchero against Jackson. Suggs, the pass to Wagner. Back to Suggs. It's intercepted. Butler against Wagner. Butler surveying the floor. Jackson outside. No good with the triple. Magic leading by 4. Here's Harris. That one no good. Philadelphia's gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. And here's Butler outside. Rebound by the Magic. Suggs has got his 6th rebound on the night. Oh, stolen by Embiid. Jackson with it. He's picked up by Banchero. Pass to McCain. Floats one. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, we're seeing a different version of him in this half, taking a more direct approach. He didn't have a single free throw in the first half.
Orlando making some changes. Carter, he's checked in for Wagner. Wagner comes in for Isaac. And Black subbed in for Harris. And the second free throw is good. Now here's Suggs. Banchero with a screen on Maxey. Banchero outside. Here's Black. Pass to Carter. Shot clock at 6. Orlando again missing. 76ers trail by 3. And here's George. Back to Oubre. Here's Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
And one thing you can say about Embiid, he never shrinks from the moment.
Wagner with it. Pass to Banchero. Here's Black. Three-pointer. Good. Now 7 for 11 on the night.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot. But when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding it.
Now here's Embiid. Up top, Maxey. George outside. And the ball out of play. The Magic will have it.
Just horrible timing for this team. That mistake could spell disaster.
And it's the Magic with the ball. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Suggs, the pass to Banchero. Oubre with it. Wagner picks him up. Oubre against Wagner. Pass to Maxey. Here's George. And all around the rim that time before dropping. George has got 11 in the second half.
This dude is nails in the clutch. You want your best shot at winning at the end, give the ball to PG.
Carter, a screen on George. Up top, Carter. A three from Suggs. And McCain pulls it down. And there's the call on Banchero. That'll get him his fourth foul of the game. Philadelphia's gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. Coach was urging his team to play strong defense, reminding them no easy hoops, give effort, and help when needed. They do say defense wins championships, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Now here's Banchero. And there's the call on Banchero. That's his fifth foul. And with this game coming down to the wire, they're quick to use their coach's challenge, asking for a review. This could be a big call.
People were worried that calls in every game. The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
So it's all come down to this.
It's really that time where your leaders must step up.
George, a screen on Carter. Here's Embiid. It's rebounded by Wagner.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Here's Banchero. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
And stepping up when it's clutch time, that's a very mature play by the young Banchero.
The free throw drops for Banchero.
Now that's how you capitalize at the line. As long as they play good defense, they should have this win sealed.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. What's the best strategy for him?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
Good on the first, and that makes it a three-point lead. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
And looking to even the score with a huge three.
Absolutely need a three here.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
5 ticks left in the fourth quarter. Tipped. And so it looks like it'll be Orlando's ball still.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Time expires. We're going to overtime. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this game.
Here we go.
Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. Then there's Jalen Suggs. Then it's Wendell Carter. And it's Black in at the two-guard spot.
Ooh, getting up there. I mean, Banchero wants everyone to know he's a threat to hammer it down.
Wagner against Oubre. Got a piece of it. Here's Black. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
No good on that one. And he's good on the second. Here's Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Now Oubre, defended by Wagner. Embiid, a screen on Wagner. And here's Oubre from the arc. And it's Orlando with a rebound. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Wagner against Oubre. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Kelly Oubre picks one up. The first one falls. And both free throws good for Wagner. 76ers trail by 5. Pass to Oubre. Now here's Embiid. Wide open. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Embiid's got 19 points.
Yeah, the big man Embiid just capable of sticking it from these in-between spots.
Wagner against Oubre. Wagner, the pass to Carter. Back to Wagner. 6 to shoot. It's hauled in by Oubre. Oubre's got 4 rebounds now. Out to the wing. Here's McCain. It's hauled in by the Magic. Carter's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Banchero no good. 76ers trail by 3. To the right side. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. Free throw drops for Banchero.
He gets to the line a lot. Banchero knows that and works on those shots at practice.
Outside Maxey. Here's Embiid. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Suggs against Maxey. Suggs, the pass to Carter. Back to Suggs. Up top, Banchero. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Wagner. Oubre with a steal. Here we go, the Sixers on the break. Here's Maxey. Got a hand on it.
Well, Suggs is an elite on-ball defender. We don't see a lot of blocks by a guard.
he drops the first. Both free throws good from Maxey.
Well, that's what you expect from him in this situation.
And here's Wagner. He'll bring it up for the Magic. They lead by 4. There's the drive. Banchero outside. The 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. Oubre's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's McCain. Oh, Carter with the block. And Carroll with it. Guarded now by Maxey. Offensive board. Carter, the 3 from Suggs. Orlando again missing.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wagner. Now over 3.5 minutes through this overtime period. Embiid passes to George. Over Banchero.
On defense, Banchero has a lot of good physical attributes, which help him create pressure.
Pass to Wagner. Launches a 3, and the three-pointer goes. Wagner's got 19 points.
Well, it's a 3-point shooting lead. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Here's McCain. No good on the quick 3.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And it's Wagner missing. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
He connects! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. He hits the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. And so he drops them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Good job converting at the line and helping to build this lead.
Honestly, they're just down by too much to mount a comeback.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest, this game's over.
And Philadelphia calls time here. They're down by 7. Here's Embiid. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. On the attack, Oubre. George outside. And stolen by Banchero. For the finish. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
He's using his defense to generate his offense. Banchero being rewarded for hustling on defense.
Oh, he dialed that one up from long distance. And now we've got an intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws good, and it's an 8-point ball game.
This OT has been somewhat lackluster, mainly because both teams are clearly exhausted.
And so they foul intentionally.
And you know what? We'll give them some credit for battling today, but this one is just about over.
First free throw is good, and that'll put them up by 9. So he gets them both.
That should put this game on ice, not leaving any points behind. This OT has been somewhat lackluster, mainly because both teams are clearly exhausted.
So no problem for Orlando as they get the win. They escape with the W, even though they needed a few extra minutes to pull it off.
And both teams gave their all. But when it came down to overtime, it was about who had more determination.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. And let's reveal our player of the game, Paolo Banchero.